$100,000 for a 2025 F-250. Think about that. $100,000 for your pickup truck at Ford. Even if it is an F-250, F-350, you think someone's putting a $100,000 truck to work? Especially just an F-250 that costs that much. Are you kidding me? I mean, look at this. Even an F-150, $72,000. Wow, completely insane. But we're at Ford, where we're probably going to see a lot of $100,000 trucks. You would think that can't be the reality, but it literally is. I mean, $100,000 truck after $100,000 truck. Look at this one, $102,000. Oh, over here, $103,000 after they add bedliner. I mean, come on, you would think, and it's not even there yet, but you would think for a truck that cost $103,000, $102,000, it would come with bedliner. I mean, the truck's $100,000. Make it make sense. And they're all over the place. They got a whole bunch of them. Even if they are F-250 turbo diesels, they're still not worth this kind of money. I mean, this is crazy. $100,000 again. I think this is, yeah, F-350. Too much money, man. 1 ton, it's just too much money for what it is. Now, of course, the dealership is completely full. Any Ford dealership in your area is going to be full. They're going to have so many trucks, so many cars, they don't know what to do with, or I should say just trucks and SUVs. That's part of the issue. Where are the cars? You know, that's what a lot of people are saying. Now, here's an Expedition, let's see, $82,000, completely redesigned here, 2025 model, and people are buying them. I mean, I was expecting them to be over 100 grand. Surprisingly, they're, here we go, $50,000, 2025 Bronco. Now, we've seen Broncos literally over 100 grand, the Raptor version. I don't know if they have any of those in stock, but it's funny because dealers used to charge markups and all sorts of stuff when these first came out. And then people started trading them in early. They weren't even keeping them. And a lot of people just don't like the new Bronco. There's a lot of people that bought it and they're just like, I'm not a fan. And they're definitely not a fan of the price. You know, now they're getting, I mean, we'll probably see 50, 60s, the cheapest. Yeah, another $50,000. This is a lot better than what we were seeing, but still, 50 grand. And just knowing depreciation hits hard, especially with Ford, and reliability issues. We are at Ford, which is known for what? The recall king, issue after issue. Some say, well, at least they take care of their issues. That's their argument. They say they actually justify the company having recalls by saying, well, they actually take care of their issues. It's funny. $41,000, Bronco Sport. Yeah, I'm not spending 41 grand on a Bronco Sport. You gotta be kidding me, man. Gotta be kidding me. But here's the deal. No one would right now. Everything here is below MSRP, well below MSRP, no question about it. Now let's see, can we find the most affordable vehicle on the lot? Which we should be able to, I mean, no argument here, even Ford fanboys. Shouldn't we be walking up to $20,000 vehicles? You know what I mean? Ford should offer affordable cars, but they got rid of every single affordable car that they had, and now they just want to sell trucks and SUVs and a Mustang. You know what I mean? That's what they want to sell. And I think this is one of the EcoBoost situations. Yeah, 42 grand, and it's a EcoBoost, yeah, 2.3 Mustang. There you go. Get your little 2.3 Mustang EcoBoost. Hey, it is what it is. Look at this, 36 grand. Probably one of the cheapest vehicles on the lot here, this Ford Maverick. Now, people do want smaller trucks right now. A lot of people are like, I don't want a huge truck. I want a smaller truck. Here you go. But the price is crazy. These things are supposed to be 20 grand, and some say they're not even a truck. You know, body on frame. You can't do much with them. There's no question about it. 35 grand, 2025 Maverick. But again, a lot of people, they buy a truck and they don't even use it as a truck, which is the funniest thing. But it's just too much money for what you're getting. These things are supposed to be $20,000 throwaway cars, and now they're charging 30, 40 grand for them. Like, what are you thinking? You know, it just doesn't make sense. But look at all this inventory. And the cheapest vehicle we saw was $35,000. Where are the $20,000 vehicles? You know what I mean? And even the F-150s, the cheapest F-150 we're going to walk up to is probably around 50 if we get lucky. Where are the $30,000, you know, $45,000 F-150s? There should be. They actually have base model fleet F-150s that can be in the 40s, but you're not going to see them. And guess what? you need a fleet code in order to buy base model F-150s. You can't even buy the base fleet code version. 75,000, 2025, completely insane. 75 grand for an F-150, but some of the base model work trucks from General Motors or Ford, you can't even buy without getting a fleet code. So you have to come over here to the retail section, and this is where all the trucks, I mean, I think the XL, whatever it is, one of the most base trucks is like $55,000. But they have a fleet version much cheaper, but you can't buy it. So these prices don't make sense. The whole ordering system sucks because you have to go through a dealership. Look at that, $81,000, completely insane. And then you got another $800 for bed liner, but man, for that kind of money, the truck should come with it to begin with, you know? But every truck here is below MSRP. I already know it. So you're gonna get a huge discount, and you should, you know, $10,000, $15,000 off. It wouldn't even, I mean, that should just be a starting point. That's how overpriced these trucks are to begin with. Let me know what you think. Have a great day and stay blessed.